Let's talk about Jordan Love, who it will now be the starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. This is a kid that they selected in the draft a couple of years ago. And since then, he's been on the bench learning from Aaron Rodgers and just watching the game of football. But it has been some very interesting sights from Jordan Love. He's gotten to see the field, but it's been limited snaps. He got to play against the Kansas City Chiefs, and that was the only game that he started in a year ago. Aaron Rodgers dealing with the pandemic issue, and he had no choice but to go in there and play the game. And there was a lot of rough spots in that game, but with some bright spots as well. But the biggest thing with Jordan Love from that Chiefs game and the Philadelphia Eagles game that he came in the fourth quarter, the throwing motion has changed and the release and timing has changed as well. He's been working with quarterbacks coach Tom Clements, is the same quarterback coach that worked with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers came into the NFL with a very funky motion. The throw motion just wasn't crisp, it wasn't clean, and he turned into being one of the best passers in football history. I expect the same for Jordan Love. Now, Coach LaFleur has come out and said we need to temper our expectations for Jordan Love. No one expects him to be Aaron Rodgers. No one knew Aaron Rodgers was going to be Aaron Rodgers until he played and started in games. So take that for what you will. I think that this kid's going to come in and be a good quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. We don't have much film to watch and for me to analyze and say a complete body of work. I'm not going to use the Chiefs game. I'm not going to use the Eagles game to say this kid will be a complete bust or he'll just be a total star with this team. But I do believe he'll be a good quarterback. You have good weapons around him. He just has to read the defense and take what the defense gives him. You have to ease him into the game plan. Usually when quarterbacks sit on the bench and they learn, they come out hotter later in their career than guys that didn't get the opportunity to do so. You look at Patrick Mahomes. He started the last game of the season and look at what he is now. Not saying that Jordan Love will be a Patrick Mahomes type, but he has that potential to be as good as Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was the backup for Brett Favre for a couple of years. Brett Favre went off to the wayside. They traded him. And the same is happening right now. It's like deja vu if you're a Packers fan. And the one thing about the Green Bay Packers, they always hit in their first round picks. But I do want to take a deeper dive into the games that Jordan Love has played in and even the game that he started in. You look at him against the Kansas City Chiefs, 19 for 34, 190 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. It was a very vanilla play offense. They didn't go out there. They didn't let him take over the reins like Aaron Rodgers, which for good reason because he wasn't supposed to be starting in the first place. And it was a very conservative play called by Coach LaFleur. There was a lot of out routes, a lot of slants. And there was one post that was thrown down the field, and that was it. Wasn't that many deep shots that was thrown down the field in this game. It was a lot of dink and dunk things, work off the run game. And he was playing in Arrowhead, one of the toughest places to play in all of football, let alone if you're a rookie quarterback starting your first game. So he was nervous and the jitters were there. But the throwing motion wasn't as crisp. He was nervous and jittery in the pocket. Fast forward to the Philadelphia Eagles game. He comes in the fourth quarter. The Packers are down 2 touchdowns. A lot of people ready to wrap up on Aaron Rodgers saying to sit him down for a season, let Jordan Love finish it out. That was before the Packers caught fire. There was a lot of people that were saying that. People started to forget. It was a lot of sour grapes going on with Aaron Rodgers for the first half of the season. He didn't believe in Christian Watson. He was very high on Romeo Doubs, but Christian Watson dropped a beautiful pass in the first game against the Minnesota Vikings, went through his hands. That could have went for a long touchdown. And it took weeks for him to go back to Christian Watson into the Dallas Cowboys game when he exploded. So fast forward to his Eagles game. Aaron Rodgers goes down, he's hurt. Christian Watson gets a beautiful touchdown pass from Jordan Love. He takes it to the house. Jordan Love looked electric in that game in the fourth quarter. Now, you can say that the Eagles didn't game plan for him. They were game plan for Aaron Rodgers. But he had 0 sacks. He got the ball out quick. He didn't get the ball out quick against the Kansas City Chiefs. He was holding on to the ball for too long. He was nervous in the pocket. He moved away from pressure. He was stepping away from pressure. He was reading defenses. He was dishing the ball to the right people. And you see the back shoulder fade throw that he had to Aaron Jones. And even though Aaron Jones dropped the ball, it was beautiful. It was on the money. He tried to throw a back shoulder fade to Devontae Adams in the Chiefs game. It went out of bounds. So little things like that, you look at Jordan Love and say, man, this kid's come a long way. And I love what the Packers do. They always get a guy just in case the starting quarterback goes haywire or he's just late in his career and he's on the decline. They have a guy in place. This is one of the smarter organizations. I think that Jordan Love will be a quarterback that the Packers can look up to for the next couple of years. I really do. Strong arm, good intangibles. Coming out of Utah, he was a project type of player, but he fits what Coach LaFleur likes. A guy that can make plays on the run, huge arm. The only struggles that he had in Utah was delivery time. That was it. Guys would break open, he throws the ball too late. Similar to what happened in the Chiefs game. But that wasn't a problem in the Philadelphia Eagles game. So if the Eagles game is any outlier, and I don't really just want to just put a lot of stock into just 9 pass attempts, because he went 6 for 9, 113 yards and 1 touchdown in the fourth quarter, but it was going against one of the best defenses in the NFL. And they were sending pressure towards Jordan Love. This team was down by 7 when he came in and scored that touchdown, so the Eagles were still applying pressure. And he came in, he looked extremely good. But Jordan Love, it's going to be some rough passes as well. Just like Aaron Rodgers when he came in and he started his first season. He showed a lot of promise, showed a lot of potential, but there was some rough spots in there. I think the Green Bay Packers will be good from this standpoint. Look at the weapons around him. The offensive line is solid. They need to get a tight end. They lost Robert Tonyan to the Chicago Bears in free agency. They can draft a tight end in the first round and draft one in the NFL draft in general. But you have good pieces around him. I like Romeo Doubs. Christian Watson had a hell of a back end of his rookie season at the Dallas Cowboy game when he scored 3 touchdowns. He was very good. So you have the good running back tandem of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. The Packers are a good, talented football team. Their defense needs to stay healthy and help out the team as a whole, but the weapons that they have offensively are good. They just struggled early in the season because of how hard Aaron Rodgers was on them. And Aaron Rodgers would go down to all-time Green Bay Packer, an all-time great. But Jordan Love is his time, and I believe that the Packers have to be patient. I want the fan base to be patient as well. They can have something special with this kid. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you feel about Jordan Love, and do you believe he'll be the next best quarterback for this team? Any quarterback that Tom Clements has worked with in the past, he's turned these guys into stars. And that's the quarterback coach. It's a body of work. I think Coach LaFleur does a good job of calling the game plan. As managing the team as a whole, that's a question mark. But as a play caller, I like him. I like what they have going on. And I'm rooting for this kid. So let me know how you feel about the Green Bay Packers moving forward. Do you believe that they can make the playoffs with Jordan Love, or do you think they'll just be a team that fizzle out? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.